Last time on the Banner Saga.
Dread grips me as we approach Grofheim. None of us expected to see a city unscathed. But what we find steals the very breath from my lungs.
Oh no. Not the Varl capital. The journey continues. Welcome back, everybody. Now, I haven't been making a habit of doing last times for the series because I've been doing special edits for it. But I do want to say that last time we punched Onef in the face. And I just want to reiterate that because it makes me very, very, very happy to know he won't be coming with us this time. And now we need to... Wait, it's day 65? How much time has passed? Oh, right, it took the party a couple weeks to get from Ridgehorn to Grofheim. That's right, I remember. Yeah, so we're still in Frostveller right now, or Rook's still in Frostveller. Whereas Hakan is... Where am I looking for? Hakan is over here. He's right in between the two spears here in Grofheim. So, the two parties are getting closer. They are getting closer to each other. And, oh wait, I did want to check one thing. Because we're headed to somewhere called Wormtoe, and I wanted to see how far away on the map it was. Wormtoe is there, and it is the foothills of the Wormscale Mountains. The Varl created a small town beneath tall pines overlooking the Nordfelling Wastes. Few come here aside from those looking for seclusion. Okay. Well, we're looking for seclusion from the dredge. That's something. Let's go to market. Ah, there it is, the Bjorga Leander, or whatever it's called. We're definitely getting that. We are also getting all the supplies we can possibly get. I don't care that we're not upgrading anyone. We need these supplies. We need them desperately. We will get upgrade renown later. Outside the walls, things are a mess. Dredge are everywhere. Fortunately, they're going around the hill on which Frostveller sits, heading south, and show little interest in following as you cross into the wastes. You're finally free of Frostveller, but find yourself facing new problems. You hope that whoever Ivor knows at Wormtoe is willing to help. So we have 9 days worth of food. I really hope it lasts. Because it's all we're gonna have. Oh, this looks like a good thumbnail. Hold on. Yeah, something in this is gonna get used. Look at this landscape. Look at these mountains. The sounds of a skirmish alert you to a Varl surrounded by half a dozen armed fighters. One man spots you and shouts, "Leave us to our business. This Varl killed my father without reason." The Varl is about to respond when a man attacks. The giant swats the blade aside and silently watches for the next assaults. Let us hear what the Varl has to say. The Varl shrugs as if unconcerned, saying, "This one's father and I had a business deal. He lied. Now he's dead." "Lies?" shouts the man. "You murdered him over a lie, you coward?" The men wildly attack the Varl, who deflects them well enough, but you're uncertain of how long he can keep it up. You know what? We could use the renown. Defend the Varl. Ivor, you say, we could use any Varl with a good sword arm, couldn't we? See, Rook, you get me. He nods, readying his weapon. The men immediately back off, the prospect of fighting your entire army suddenly unappealing. They watch from a distance, shouting obscenities and something about injustice. The Varl turns towards you. Didn't need the help, but if I'm going to travel, it may as well be in the company of other Varl. He falls in line with the others and you return to travel. See? 5 renown. Worth it. Also, I love this music. It's so chipper. Oh no. Those aren't chipper though. Those birds, those are not chipper birds. Oh, and it's a godstone. Still gonna keep zooming in, mostly because I also like looking at the scenery. You find a surprising number of people camped out at the godstone. They've been here quite a while, ever since the sun stopped. Apparently, they think Radormir, the sun god, has come back, and they're worshipping him despite the bleak environment. They welcome the caravan, mingling and swapping stories with others while you rest. They have almost nothing of value to trade, but their leader approaches and offers to let you join in their tribute. Ask what this tribute involves. Gulen Fury, one says, showing you a golden liquid in a silver bowl. He places some on his chest, which almost sounds like it's sizzling, and explains to clenched teeth it's a gift from the sun god. An oil that burns like the sun and lets them see things clearly. So it's incredibly painful peyote. See if anyone in the caravan is interested. Not surprisingly, you find no takers. You wonder how devoted you have to be to go in on it for yourself. Inspect the godstone before departing. Nobody can really agree on what Radormir looked like, as fond as he was of his own isolation. He never directly contacted humanity. Most think he was a serpent that lived in the sun, and it's not uncommon to hear speak of seeing the tail of a great creature slipping through the thin clouds on a sunny day. Radormir was always one of the lucky gods, the kind of people thanked for good weather, healthy livestock, and a good harvest. Despite all that, the biggest mystery has always been how his godstone came to be found at the bottom of a dried-out lake. After some rest, you continue on. The sun god worshippers are keen to stay, so you pack your things and return to the road. Okay. Yeah, I like that there's a lot of different options, because something cool could have happened if I tried that incredibly painful sun god peyote. Could have been awesome, could have just straight up burned through my chest and killed me, who knows. Maybe only the faithful can really, like, see things clearly with the sun god oil. Several people have noticed black vultures circling about the caravan, taking advantage of the light snowfall. They pose no threat, but they have a visible impact on the mood of your clansmen. The next time you look back, Oddleif is firing arrows into the air, which nearly tagged the birds once or twice. Get lost! No dead down here, she shouts to nobody in particular. What are you doing? What does it look like, Rook? Target practice. She fires another arrow and a vulture shudders and falls out of the sky with blue feathered arrow protruding from it. She recovers the bird, laughing, inspecting its feathers. You know, says Oddleif, scanning the caravan, a lot of these women, they could do this. You can tell from the look in her eyes she's excited about the idea. I think I'm going to start training them how to fight. Encourage Oddleif to train the woman. We need all the fighters we can get. Yes! Yes, Rook, you understand me so well. Rook is my soulmate. We can always use more fighters, you tell Oddleif. Have I been misreading her name this whole time, or is that a typo? If Alette is any proof... Okay, it's Oddleif in the immediate next one, it's a typo. If Alette is any proof, you know how to train someone with a bow. Oddleif gives you a smile. She heads off to some of the women in the caravan, showing them the vultures she shot down. Sweet. We may get more fighters out of that. I would love it if that were true. Our morale's poor, but we already failed that achievement anyway, so I don't particularly care. A woman's stifled screams failed to overly concern anyone. It was only a matter of time before the expectant mother gave birth. The caravan is simply excited by this first sign of a new life since the trip began. Call for a day of rest and celebration. When the baby cries replace the mothers, the entire caravan cheers. You raise your drink to the family saying, tomorrow we rest and feast strength and long life. Again, everyone cheers, glad to forget their worries for some small time. Oh God. Please don't starve. No. No, we're almost out of the wastes. No. The caravan consists of more clansmen than you ever expected. Accusations of stolen chickens, missing heirlooms, and concern over daughters' virtues are the sort of thing you hear relentlessly. Even fighters complain of spreading too thin to protect everyone. Form a council to handle these problems. You select a few older members to solve everyday issues, but infighting neuters their progress. Other members feel they could do a better job. Ultimately, while it buys some time, the council dissolves, tired of the thankless and demanding work. Crap. No. I shouldn't have feasted.
Wormtoe was never the kind of place someone would build a town. Fittingly, the Varl living here aren't known for welcoming visitors with open arms.
No, our morale's poor. The Varl find you before you see them. Not surprising with this many people behind you. With weapons drawn, they demand to know why you're here, but back down when Ivor tells them he's come to see someone named Crummer. Well, I'll be damned. Crummer, it's been a long time. Yeah, it was. So what brings Ingvar to Wormtoe with his very own village of humans? Bad news. Dredge are coming down from the north. We barely made it this far. That is dire news. Come on, we have food. We'll discuss more in the mead house. As you follow the old Varl into their meager town, you catch him quietly saying, "If it were anyone else." Ooh, Ivor, you're pretty famous. I've talked with the warriors here. I'll be honest with you. Half want to go north and find out what happened to Blotzkabalker. Some think we should go to Grofheim instead. None of them are happy you're here. What do you think? If I had it my way, I'd stay here and let the dredge come. But you made this a problem, didn't you? We can't feed this many people for long, even if they don't eat much. This is a Varl town. Most of us take care of ourselves. You've got women, children. We could pitch in, make this place livable. It doesn't work like that. These Varl are here to get away from civilization, not make one. It's Crummer's call. It won't be long before Dredge are here, too. No, it won't. If there's one thing we should do, it's tell Jorindr what's going on. Who's Jorindr? Varl King. Well, as close to one as we have. Ingvar, where'd you find these people? Stay here and rest, but once yours are ready to go, we do. I'm going to see off those who want to head north. But I'll join you to Grofheim. More travel? No, we've already come so far. Stop the pouting, girlie. Even if Jorindr won't listen to a tired old Varl like me, I have a feeling they'll pay attention to your friend Ingvar here. They'll listen to Ivor? He hasn't told you? Of course he hasn't. Do what you need to, but don't be long. Ooh, do we finally get to find out about backstory? Also supplies. 1 renown gets you 4? All of them. Yup, that is perfect. We can't, oh, we can rest. I was like, what? We can't rest? Really? Just take it easy for a while. People are noticing. Oh, they've noticed, have they? We're on the edge of dying daily and you want me to take it easy? Gods, I should be plowing twice as many fields, you understand? Don't get us thrown out of this caravan, Mogan. It's not just you who suffers. Right, so you get married, have kids. Now I'm supposed to settle down too, yeah? What happened to... The two brothers clam up as you approach. That's right, I've got a kid to take care of. Cool your head, Mogan. Hogan departs, leaving Mogan looking awkward. Rook, what brings you around? Just heard yelling. Came to check it out. You come running every time you hear yelling. Must be why you look so tired. Look, it's not secret. I like women, Rook. They like me. They like the scar. Forget it. Listen, all this death. Every night half the caravan cries itself to sleep. Pathetic. Come on, Rook, be honest. This is good living. Half the world just tilling soil till they keel over. What kind of life is that? We're lucky. You could go your whole life with no goals, no purpose, nothing to fight against but boredom and hunger. I'm glad for all this. I'm not sure I agree. Look at it like this. We're fighting to the death almost every day, yeah? You can curl up in a little ball of fear. You can go hide in the woods eating nuts and appreciating leaves or some nonsense. Or you can enjoy the struggle. Know which one I pick. Anyway, just so you know, I'd never go for Roulette. Promise you that. Or Odd Life. All yours. Appreciated, Mogan. You depart unsure whether your opinion of Mogan changed for the better or worse. I didn't know Rook was after Odd Life. Rook, you sly dog. Crummer, can you spare a moment? Mostly no, but I'll try. I never had a moment to thank you for your hospitality. Consider it done then. How'd you get all these Varls to follow you? Respect, young one. After the Second Great War, wasn't much for me left to do, so I started training other Varl to fight. Got tired of that, made a place in Wormtow. They still come calling, even with no wars to speak of. Seems like that might be changing though, don't it? So who's Ingvar? Ah, I'm not surprised he never told you. I'm just surprised he can stand being around anyone at all. A friend was one of us long ago. I mean, the dredge-bashing type. He was called Ingvar then. If you want to know why he changed his name, best ask him yourself. I'm too old to peddle and gossip. Any wisdom on fighting dredge? Depends how much you know. They're all armor. Tap them hard enough though and it'll shatter. Line up a whole row of slag and they'll explode on each other all the way down. Get in a big brawl, half your time is spent setting him up for it. If you see one bang his axe like a tuning fork, try to kill him quick. Sometimes the slag he's calling won't even show up. Bet you have some incredible stories. I might. Or I could be the most boring Varl you ever met. Depends on how much you like killing dredge. Ask me again someday. Might tell you about the time we filled the dead yaks with whale teeth. And why. Best leave you to your business. I suppose you should. Take care, friend of Ingvar. A yaks full of whale teeth. I'm really hoping we get to hear that story. It sounds very interesting. Also, sleep. Now we only have weak morale. Yeah. I just want normal morale. That's all. I'll rest until we have 10 days of food, and then we will leave. 10 days will hopefully be enough to tide us over until the next place. Rofheim's quite a few days out, says Crummer, but nothing worse than crossing the wastes, I imagine. If there's anywhere you might be safe from the dredge, it's there. You steel yourself for another long march, and half the town of Wormtow joins you. Oh, sweet, we got supplies, though. Darn, if I'd only known, I could have rested more. Stop! A resolute voice calls from somewhere in front of you. The surrounding terrain comes alive with armed fighters surrounding the caravan. No need for bloodshed, the leader says. Leave a couple wagons and pretend you never even stopped here. Inform them about the coming dredge. I'm guessing you have no idea the dredge are on their way, you shout. If that's the case, friend, says their leader, we need those supplies more than ever. Without even a glance to his men, the attack begins. Oh, we have Crummer now. What are you? You are a war leader. There are not many Varl older than Crummer, and not many who have had as much experience fighting the dredge. In Wormtow, eager fighters would regularly come to him to learn his secrets. Cool. God, he's got strength for days, and armor break for days, too. And then his ability is Forge Ahead. War Leader uses experience in battle to issue commands to allies, moving them next in line in initiative. By repositioning his allies' turn order... Yeah, whatever. But that's actually a really strong ability. And he has heavy impact. Alright. So we definitely want to upgrade him. We could take out one of the Hogan and Mogan pair for him. Or maybe Eggle? No, Eggle is not close to a promotion right now. Mogan is actually really far along, so we'll just take him out of the party. This should do it. Ready for battle. Or, there we go, ready for battle. Okay, so we've got Raider Veteran, a Thrasher, Backbiter, and a Backbiter Veteran. Let's see. So the Archer's over there. So I think we need to put some pressure on her. And also get hyped because of all these drums. Where is Crummer? Eggle can be over there and Crummer can be over here. Then we... Oh, wait, no. Eggle can be over here. As can Hogan. And then Rook can be over here. Along with, Oddleif. That should do it. Perfeccione. So the Thrasher Veteran gets to move first. So let's take his strength down a notch. Boom. Perfect. How far can you move? I'm assuming it's gonna be harder to get to my my squishy archer types if Crummer's right in your way, hitting you in the face for 1,000,000 damage. And it was. All he did was armor break. Ha, joke's on you. Because my armor break is better. Up, and he's doing it as well. And let's see. He's so close to being able to get the kill. I'll just do this then. No, Oddleif. Oh, sweet armor break. That's slightly less bad. Only slightly, but slightly is good enough for me. Let's put some damage on the Bowmaster Veteran. Boom. And then finally we have Rook. Let's have him do his Mark Prey. Yeah, that was worth it. Ooh, and then we can move Ivor over here. And let him get the kill on this lady. Nice promotion. Crummer. Crummer, your armor's looking real, crummy. Ah. Puns for days. Wow, that armor break. Eggle, slow him down. Oh god. Kill this guy. Up, he did his resistant to things ability. Oddleif, you can run back here and then do your rain of arrows right there. And then finally we have Rook. Who I guess will mark prey? Ah, they both bounced off his armor. No! I was in such a hurry to block for, or to get that damage off on this guy that I didn't block for, Oddleif. Crummer, hit him in the face with your warhammer. Give him a nice armor break. I'm surprised he went for the bloody flail. He didn't have to. Whereas Hogan definitely has to. Start lowering this guy's effective attack. Oh god. Okay, he's not trapped though. That's something. In fact, he can do the old wraparound maneuver and then mark prey. Nice. Good damage, well damaged. Goodbye. Don't worry, I will level you one of these days. First, there's some murdering to do. Oh, he dodged it. What a man. What a man god. Get him. Yeah. Nope. Alright. Yeah, with the human party, you gotta be a lot more careful with your people, I've found. Because they're so much squishier. Ah, that was so much armor damage. Actually, yeah, seriously, though, holy crap, that was a lot of armor damage. Wow, these dodges. Yeah, I mean, you have to be careful with them unless they dodge like maniacs. Then you can afford to be less careful with them. Let's see if this works. Nope, he resists all of it. He blocks every instance of damage. So we can just do more of this, then. Pressure this raider until he dies. Speaking of, we can break this guy's armor until he dies as well. We don't have any more in the Horn of Plenty. Unfortunate. But, yep, that gets Hogan promoted. Rook, you should be fine. Ivor should be fine. Let's just get Eggle another. You also have to do promotion management a lot more with the humans. Because they just... It takes a lot to get him kills, just because of their low strength. I'm gonna hate it when they start fighting Dredge. Especially those tankier ones with like 20 bazillion strength and 13 bazillion armor. Also, is this familiar? Have we been across this mountain before, or am I just hallucinating? Ahead you find what appears to be a good number of peasants surrounded by brigands. One of the armed men looks over his shoulder and says, "Gods be damned, this is all I need. Listen, don't interfere and one of these supply wagons is yours." While remaining silent, the peasants plead to you with their eyes. Back away from these people or die. The man turns completely towards you, shaking his head. "Had a feeling you'd be that type," is all he says before the brigands rush you. We have injured. Oh wait, no, we have one injured. That's not so bad. How close are you to a promotion? Not even a little. I need to get a single kill. Also, how much renown did we get? Ah, that is how much. So let's see. Who do I promote? I think I'll promote Hogan because he only has 2 kills. And he'll need more. So let's see. We'll give him strength. Because with humans, strength is super important. Otherwise, they can't do damage to anyone. We could actually probably swap Rook for Mogan. If we wanted to. Yeah, but I don't think we will. Everybody's roughly comparable in kills except for Hogan. Oddleif's even a bit ahead of the curve. We need to get some on Crummer. Alette's doing fine mostly. So yeah, this should be a good party. Let's roll with it. Oh god, that is so many arranged people. So I think I'll have Crummer deal with these 2 bowmasters. Or bowmistresses? Nope, bowmasters. Ivor can deal with this guy. And these are just the regular archers, so we'll not deal with them as harshly. We'll just bring our archers up to the front to deal with them. And then we'll have all of our people focus on this Thrasher veteran. Let's do it. Ivor can break his armor to start. This lady can do whatever it is she does, which is apparently break armor. And prevent me from getting a shot in on this Thrasher veteran, which is the much more annoying part of the equation. Lower her strength. Crummer can go almost kill this one. That Thresher veteran can't reach, which is perfect news. Because that means we can get Hogan here to start wailing on him. Oof, the armor breaks are real. Oddleif can do a little bit of damage. Thin this guy's strength out. And we're playing the standard game of just thin their strength out as much as possible before killing any of them. Oh god, does this guy get to move? Yep, he does. Oh wait, no he doesn't. This guy gets to move, but we can't shoot at him. So, let's whittle down this lady. Ow, rude. Excuse me, sir, but you have an opponent. Oh no. Yeah, it's fine. It's okay. If we kill her, then... Oh, we can't kill her. Oh well, lower her to 2 strength then. Rude lady. Crummer, go kill that one. Nicely done. And then... I can actually give Hogan a nice adjacency bonus. Which means he can probably wail on this lady and mostly kill her. Yep, I was not wrong. Oddleif. I actually don't want Oddleif to get the killing shot because she's on her way up in the world as far as promotions are concerned. Killing shot management, the name of the game. Let's see. I need to kill these elite thrashers. But this one has so much armor. So I guess we're hitting this one. Ah, the damage. So much damage. Tons and tons of damage. But now he's dead. Crummer, how's your strength doing? 9? Okay, yeah, then you can still kill her. In that case, whittle this guy down. And then you can go for the finishing blow and get your promotion. Nice. And Hogan. I'll just have you bloody flail. Get the kill, hopefully. Yep. Oh, he lived. He's a liver. Anyone you can soften up? This guy, kind of. I also think I should be taking more advantage of the shield wall talent than I am. Or whatever this is called. Yeah, it's called shield wall. Because it can translate to a lot of damage. Like, mitigated if I let it. Rude. Nope, don't battering ram him. Just hit him in the face. Rude. At least they were all armor hits somehow. Eggle gets his promotion. Crummer almost dies. Let's have him go for the potential kill. Nope. The double deflection. Then Mogan can blow the Horn of Victory and get one of these crazy flails off. You can do nothing, and you know, Oddleif, I've not been giving you any kills this time. I'll give you one. Actually came away from that with no injuries. Not bad. Though I will say fighting humans is a lot easier than fighting Dredge. I have to imagine that's intentional, but it is nonetheless true. Like, everything about Dredge is harder. Quick drink. With the brigands either fallen or fled, the peasants they left behind thank you profusely. It is true what he said, one tells you. We took the food and left. May the gods have mercy on me, I'd let them die. They hesitantly join your caravan. Okay. I mean, honestly, at this point, I'm willing to lend a hand to anybody who can give me supplies. I think that's a godstone, so I'm not going to rest. I'd rather wait and see what happens at the godstone. Ooh, this is looking like a good one. Good old thumbnail. The Godstone of Merrick looms into view. Upon it carved a great ocean beast. Jagged stones jut out of the snow like shark fins. It's hard to imagine the Nordfelling Waste being filled with water at one time, but the Godstone stands as a reminder of the vast lake it used to look across. A blessing, shouts one of the men in your caravan, holding up what looks like a silver coin. It's a fish scale, he says, pointing out the rainbow pattern that shows in the sunlight. Soon a curious child has found another hiding in the snow, and then a third is discovered. Perhaps they'll bring us luck, you overhear. And before long, the caravan has become obsessed with gathering the shining scales. Let the caravan take their time. By the end of the second day, the scavenger hunt still continues unabated, and even you are starting to feel something in the back of your mind, like you need to have one of those scales. You shake it off, uncertain whether to let this continue. Get the caravan out of here. You start to wonder if something unnatural has hold on their minds when the call to leave is met with open aggression. Ivor helps you get them moving again. You wonder how long they would have kept searching if you let them. That was not actually that long. I think we only lost like a couple days of supplies. Oh well, we're gonna camp. Because we need better morale. One more day? One more day. There we go. Now we have a buffer of normal morale. And we have enough renown to upgrade Crummer. Give him his full complement of armor, or perhaps his full complement of armor break. Not many people in the party have good armor break, so I think I'm going to give him his full complement. It's him and Ivor pretty much against the world. Now let's see how far along we are. I feel like I should also be checking the map more than I am. Not that I could really estimate in days how long it would take, but yeah, we've still got a ways to go before we hit Grofheim. Let me see how we're doing on time. We're getting pretty long in the tooth. Oddlife calls you over, grinning. A row of women holding bows of differing age and experience line up before a row of trees in the distance. They fire, doing an impressive job of hitting the trunks. I think they're ready to fill some dredge with feathers. One woman still hasn't shot her arrow. She stands perfectly still. The others watch. Just as the wind shifts, she lets go, and her arrow flies not into one of the trees, but a snow rabbit that had scurried out from underneath. Dinner, she says, smiling. A group of men from the caravan approach. Listen here, says one. Practice all you want. My wife isn't fighting dredge. The other men agree in chorus. We don't want to see a battlefield full of dead wives and daughters. Stand by the women becoming fighters. The men argue their point, but eventually relent. Thanks, says Oddleif. To be honest, it was harder than I expected, but the more people who can hold their own, the better. The women return to camp, not just as clansmen, but as fighters. Yeah. We somehow lost 10 clansmen in that. Probably the husbands. An old man sits astride an overgrown portion of the trail. You lost, you ask? He adjusts the lever strap on his head and says, No, are you? He jumps up and shuffles towards the caravan, his tattered clothes revealing no weapons. Well, I've seen better, the old man says, peering into the supply wagons, but I'll join you. He stands next to a fighter, throws his beard over his shoulder, and puffs up his chest. The fighter grins and the stranger exhales, asking, What are we waiting for? Lead the way. You're welcome to join if you can keep pace. Keep pace, the old man puffs through his mustache. No fleeter than old honor. And husbands, mind your wives, I'm cursed with the golden tongue, not silver. The caravan enjoys a good laugh as they start moving once again. You better not be cursed, you old man. It would not be the weirdest thing that has happened thus far. Though yeah, we'll call it an episode once we find a place to actually stop, or if we get into another fight. You hear a whistle on the wind and spot a long line of Varl far up ahead, heading towards you. Behind them is a swarm of dredge and a trail of bodies leading off into the distance. Get down there, barks Crummer. Alright. Looks like we are about to do some dredge fighting, so we'll call it an episode here. Alright. That was a pretty nice, leisurely episode. Hopefully, that old man doesn't end up being cursed. I'm really worried about that old man being cursed. You don't understand how worried I am about that old man being cursed. But we'll find out next time, as well as punch some more dredge right in their stupid metal faces where they deserve. Until then, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like and a comment if you like what you saw. Always appreciated, and I will see you next time.